All right, warriors, gather around. Let's do a breathing exercise. 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it together, and then release. What we want to do is just clear our minds. You know the routine. Do it for yourself, though. I've already developed it as a lifestyle change. Many of you have also. Thanks for encouraging each other in remarks. I want to encourage you to also subscribe now. Pause, at ease, take a knee, because later you're going to be attacked and you're going to forget everything as far as the golden nuggets, and then you're going to be scrounging around trying to find these videos, trying to find the channel. We're very elusive. Warriors, this channel isn't for the popularity contest. It's not about the numbers. It's about those seeking the truth and finding it. And when they do, they know it's the truth. It's what you've been looking for. All these other channels are just dancing on the top, hitting the surface, because that's all they know. See, narcissists are even creating channels, exploiting those that are hurt and trying to convince you that they got the remedy. It's like sending the fox into the chicken house to guard the coop. Warriors, fishermen never consult fish on how to catch them. Why would you? The lion doesn't consult with the lamb. Five seconds. Let's detangle some of this mess. You were thrown in to chaos. Many of us because of broken homes. We had broken people raising children in their stewardship and left them to raise themselves. You got this far in your understanding. What I'm wanting to help you with is not harbor any animosity, resentment, or bitterness. You broke a generational curse. It's something to be proud of. With you, this day forward, that shit ends. Let's take a badass walk on that beach, warriors. Let's do this. Let's keep it 100. Release slowly. All right. Shake that shit off, y'all. It's not yours. To the warrior that got me these shades, they're the ones that change. You know what I'm saying? Like when the sun comes out. And the readers at the bottom. So I don't have to be doing this shit and taking my other ones off and on. Thank you so much. I think I sat on the other ones. For those of you wondering where that came from, it's Amazon.com, the wish list. The girls created that for me. Necessities for the office for me to keep this channel going. And for those of you who want to participate in supporting the channel, this is another way for you to do that and not have to explain yourself in giving cash donations or contributions that are harder to explain if you're still in hiding. Covertly, we're able to help each other and support each other, and thank you for that. The link for that is down below, just like the link to set up coaching calls, and also for LinkedIn, which I have no fucking idea what that's for, but those are the only two social media platforms that you'll ever see me on that's endorsed by the tribe, by this channel. So if you see me on Twitter, you see me on Bumble, Tinder, and all these others, you're being catfished. Moi is not showing up. Warriors, narcissists catfish for this purpose. They're hoping that you'll go along with the lie, and they'll show a picture of themselves from 20 years ago, or however long, or a picture of someone else. And what they're hoping for is they'll at least get a dinner out of it or a lunch date, and you just go along with it and then ghost them. They call them foodie calls. Foodie calls. There was a YouTube video that popped up with this lady that was I think she made $95,000 a year and never paid for a meal and was bragging about it. Warriors, the deceit goes deep. And if you're not careful, yeah, to most, you wash it off as, well, it's just one meal. But what you're not realizing is you're enabling a behavior. Let someone catfish my ass and I go off smooth in public in a very dramatic way to let them know I'm not someone to be screwed with. Warriors, when you keep quiet, you're participating in the lie because you're going along with it. Know when to hold the line. You see, they don't feel you have it in you to call it out and that you'll be politically correct. In time, you'll become their karma. You'll be the one that nightmares are dreamt of. Warriors, as you elevate in your growth, narcissists are going to grow weaker, but also they're going to be intimidated by your growth. Many, unbeknownst to you, tapered off on their own, realizing that there was an inherent danger of them being exposed, and they faded away. You've forgotten about them because narcissists know also how to exercise their absence and silence. When you no longer are looked at as a target, many of them fade away on their own. It's the overt narcissist or the psychopath, the borderline, and the sociopath that look at you more as a challenge, a notch count. And many of them that are along the lines of like narcissists, lower vibration. These are like your underachievers. For them, it's out of desperation. And they're the ones that you have to really, really be leery of because they're at their wits' end. They have no one else to run to. And that rejection is going to set them off. Now, they're going to want to hang on for a free ride. And they're going to promise everything under the sun and play right and play well. And they're only going to be that way up until the resources run out. Look, you can kind of look at them like this. If you pay attention to a lot of these rappers and you start to look at their story as they mature in the music industry, kind of like 50 Cent. I've heard a lot of him speaking regarding how he used to have a mansion with damn near his whole neighborhood living there. And he felt he was doing something good for the community, not realizing he was enabling freeloaders. Eventually, he sold that mansion he bought from Mike Tyson, got rid of it, and decided it's time to clean out that closet. You see, warriors, there comes a time even then that the entourage changes by definition to freeloaders. Many in the industry, when they achieve success, and many of you, as you started creating your own businesses, realized this. They felt like they had a right to your blessings. And for many of you, your blessings were hidden in plain sight because you were unaware that you were in the company of narcissists. It wasn't until you or the Lord Himself got rid of them because you were ignoring the red flags, and then all of a sudden you started having clarity of mind, creativity, and you were able to create wealth. As you're breaking generational curses, you're also creating generational wealth. They go hand in hand. Now, look, narcissists are going to tell on themselves in a covert way by, and I'm sure you can relate to this in some cases, or even now at work, or people that you're having to say, co-parent, and they're innuendo jokes. Jokes like wishing you harm, or trying to expose a hidden truth from a long time ago, and they want to shame you now to kind of dumb you down. And then they're microaggressions, if you will. And usually when you're doing the exploratory exposure of them and you're starting to get close to figuring it out, is when they start this, because they want to keep you confused. And then it ends with, it was just a joke, man. It was just a joke. You know, man, I just joke a lot. They want you to pacify it, but they later hope that it's something you constantly think about to keep you at their level, to start doubting your own. Whenever you're entertaining this kind of dialogue, or you hear this, it now should trigger you to understand that now you demand clarity. You ever want to see a narcissist fumble? Ask them what they meant by that joke. Even after they say, it was just a joke, it was just a joke. You know what? You say that, but you've said it 3 or 4 times. What you trying to say? What you getting at? You see, narcissists want to provoke, but at the same time, they're measuring your tolerance for disrespect. And when I tell you, keep your foot on their throat, narcissists need to understand clearly that you mean what you say, and you're not going to let it fly by. Because by you not questioning it, by you not commanding authority over it, narcissists are now empowered, and they will keep going and going and going till there's a point of no return. So warriors, narcissists give themselves to the community and walk around like they're the damn prize. And many of them are trying to convince you that experience is the currency to be sought after. Toxicity, lack of communication, and psychological mind games. They do this because they need you to dumb down as a society, as a virtuous, loyal, God-fearing, and having a moral compass. They need to drop you down. By them doing that, they now have the advantage because they've been doing it all their lives. The minute you want to trigger a narcissist, ask them about their body count. And they're going to try and justify it and try and execute not a conversation, an argument. Anyone trying to deviate from the conversation with intellectual thought and the capacity to explain themselves has a high body count. And now they need to share with you why that's valuable or why that's none of your concern. Bring it up. Do it on every connection and see what happens. That's a surefire way to trigger a hoe. Only a hoe has to lie about it, doesn't want to talk about it, because it disqualifies them from the high quality person they're trying to manipulate. Warriors, narcissists know high value is a virtue. Integrity is a virtue. Loyalty is a virtue. Otherwise, why would they lie about it? Why would they try to defend it? Warriors, everybody knows, but no one talks about it. But the minute anyone reaches a certain threshold of body count, they're no longer able to pair bond. They're numb. And they will never be able to exercise any kind of loyalty. And this is why there's an inherent danger in trying to find love first when you should be shopping for the integrity and looking at a person's actions. Look, many of you do more research and homework when applying for a job than you do for connections with people that can hurt you the most. See, a company, you can just quit and go somewhere else. With connections, they'll cause you the harm before you realize it. And because you didn't do your homework, many of you are going to have to pay for consequence of those decisions on temporary feelings for a lifetime. Narcissists know that they can lower your value in finding a high-value partner by getting you entangled with their seed. And you'll have to pay for that for 18 years. Because narcissists know that eligible bachelors and bachelorettes aren't interested in sharing your time with 1, 2, 3 kids, or 1, 2, 3 baby daddies or baby mamas, when they can choose someone who doesn't have any of those issues to deal with. They can share 100% of their time. Now, do you get the picture? No one knows more about how to cripple someone's options and opportunities in the future than the narcissist. And it's why they'll target you. And now, if you caught yourself with this kind of consequence, what you need to be leery of is most that approach you understand that you are in a place of deficit, financial duress, and you will make decisions based on that. And they will take advantage of you. So, of course, you more than ever are going to have to be hyper vigilant in meeting people. You're going to have to be more careful because narcissists engage you to have access to something else in your home. Most kids are abused by a stepmother or stepfather. Someone you brought in, a stranger that would never care for them as you would. And that was the intended target to begin with. Warriors, many of these dang narcissists want to silence you. They don't want the truth talkers out there. They don't want folks like me and you educating each other, motivating each other with truths. And it's why they will only share with you the top, the tip of the iceberg, just to keep you engaged long enough to confuse you. But let me tell you something, they would rather see you with a toe tag, if you get my meaning. As the economy starts to take a dive, the desperation is going to get stronger. The approach is going to be smoother. In fact, I dare say many are going to behave a lot longer as a fish for a bigger and better opportunity. Look up the word hypergamy. It's a natural biology to want to excel and always achieve and want better for yourself. Hypergamy is the abuser, the narcissist, weaponizing it insatiably because they know their time is running out. No one knows more when their cycle is running out. They're going to become savage with it, warriors. The Hoover's coming. Are you ready? If not, have you blown the bridge up? I've been reading some of these remarks where all of a sudden you got a text. Why are you still able to be reached? Why have you not learned by now that when a narcissist reaches you, just because you don't respond doesn't mean you didn't develop an emotional reaction here? And why haven't you cut that tie? When narcissists show you how they accessed you, it should open your eyes as a warrior. Ooh, I just left a crack. The damn cockroach got in. Let me blow that up. This is what I mean by keeping your foot on their throats, holding the line. When they show you a vulnerability, you strategize and you demolish that port of access. Thank you for these badass walks on the beach, warriors. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for the encouragement, contributions, and the remarks. Thanks for moderating yourselves in those remarks as well. One day, warriors, we'll meet. If not here, then with God's army. Either way, it's been an honor. It's been an honor to be a part of this tribe and a part of your coaching plan. Narcissists aren't the prize. Their envy, jealousy, and pride is knowing you are. Now get out there and own it. It's never goodbye. It's always till next time. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
leap of faith.
A leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500
Close. 14,500 feet, yep. And then we're going to be falling at...
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're going to be falling very fast. We're going to be falling at 120 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're going to do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not going to do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us at Skydiving Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality, just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother. What a fun. Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.